Hello students, hope you are doing perfectly fine, and today in this video we'll be discussing about the temporary adjustment of the theodolite. Now temporary adjustment of the theodolite is very important and is to be done at every station where you move your theodolite. Now it means what? That at every station where you move your theodolite, the main purpose of doing the temporary adjustment is that you would eventually want that the vertical axis of your theodolite is exactly over and above the station point where you want to station your equipment at. Now for the temporary adjustment of the theodolite, you would need this peg, and you see on this peg what we have done is we have, using a marker, we have placed a cross mark over here. So it means what? Your temporary adjustment is that when you have driven your peg into the ground like this, the plumb bob that is coming from the where the vertical axis of your equipment lie. Now this plumb bob should exactly be over and above this point. Alright, and the other thing that you can do is either you can use the plumb bob or you can use the optical plummet, through which you will be able to see the ground. So when we talk about the temporary adjustment of the theodolite, there are a few things that are supposed to be done to do the temporary adjustment of the theodolite. The first thing that is to be done is known as setting of your instrument over to your station. So your station, just because this is not ground, so I cannot drive the peg over here. So your peg in actual, whenever you are performing this practical, will be driven in the ground, and you need to bring your plumb bob that is representing the vertical axis of your theodolite exactly over and above this cross mark that we have. So while we are setting our instrument over the station, it has two parts. For setting your instrument over the station, that is the first point. The first thing that is supposed to be done is that you need to approximately level your instrument, and you need to bring your instrument approximately in the center in correlation to your point that we are talking about. So first thing is leveling. So whenever you see, your equipment is always supposed to be stationed on the tripod, and the tripod itself has a bubble over it, a leveling bubble over it. You can check the leveling of your tripod using this bubble. This means, you see, presently this bubble is exactly at the center of the circular ring. So means this tripod that we have placed over and above my station point is approximately in level. This is the first thing. Then the other thing is that you also need to level your instrument. So to level your instrument, you have the leveling screws. You have leveling screw 1, 2, and you have leveling screw 3. And how are you supposed to level? Now I am supposed to tell you that. Now if you see this plate level, now in this plate level you will be able to see this bubble. Now if your bubble in the plate level is exactly at the center, it means your instrument is leveled. So how you are supposed to level your instrument? So let me tell you that. So for that, what you will be doing is, your plate level needs to be parallel to any of the two reference screws. Either you can take these two as your reference screws, either you can take these two as your reference screw. So whichever screws you are taking it as your reference, so this plate level needs to be parallel to the reference screws. Alright, and further what is supposed to be done is that you will place your thumb on both these screws. And these are to be turned clockwise or anti-clockwise at the same time. So at the same time you will be operating both these screws, and based upon your movement of the thumb, if you are moving it this wise, your bubble will go in this direction. If you are moving in this side, your bubble in the plate level, you see, will go in the other direction. So the movement of the bubble is always dependent upon which direction you are moving it, and you can find out the movement based upon the movement of your thumb. You go toward this side, bubble will go this side. You go toward the other side, your thumb is going toward the other side, your bubble will go in the other side. Alright, so likewise you are to do this thing till such a manner such that your bubble exactly comes at the center. Now you are supposed to use these screws at the same point, and you have to move it clockwise or anti-clockwise like this. At the same point you will be using both your hands. Okay, just because I am shooting the video, so I am just using one hand. So you will be using both your hands and you will be moving it clockwise or anti-clockwise, and this is to be done till that point when your bubble exactly comes in the center. Means in one frame you have leveled your equipment. Then what you are supposed to do is that you are going to move it at 90 degrees. Okay, initially it was like this, you will be moving it at an angle of 90 degrees with respect to the previous position. So then what is supposed to be done is you are not going to touch the earlier two screws. Then you are going to use the front screw, the remaining third screw, and then you are supposed to bring the bubble. If you see, the bubble is exactly at the center because I have already done the leveling. You are supposed to repeat the process till such a point, till the point you receive your bubble and the plate level at the center. So you can rotate your equipment like this when it is perfectly leveled, and then again you can see that your bubble, it will be exactly in the center. Okay, so this is how the leveling is supposed to be done. Then we come to the centering of the equipment. Now how the centering is supposed to be done? You see, for centering you need to move your tripod legs. Okay, so there are two ways in which the equipment can be centered. Alright, first way is that you will be moving your legs radially inward and outward. So if you see that when you move your leg, you pick up your one leg and you move it radially outward, you see the plumb bob moves along with it in the same direction. When you move it inward, the plumb bob moves with it along in the same direction in the inward direction. You move it outward in the outward direction, you move it inward, the plumb bob will move in the inward direction. Alright, so this is one way. And the other way is that if you move your leg in the circumferential direction, and when you move your leg in the circumferential direction like this, there will be a slight change in the inclination. Slightest change in the inclination of the plumb bob, but when you move it radially inward or outward, there will be maximum change in the position of the plumb bob that will be happening. So in the first point, that is setting out of your instrument over to the station, you are to do the approximate centering and the leveling. Okay, thereafter precise centering of your instrument is to be done over your station point. So once your centering and leveling has been done, okay, so let me before proceeding forward, let me highlight one point over here, that whenever you will be working with this instrument and you will be doing the temporary adjustment using centering and leveling, it may not happen that the first time, say suppose if the equipment is leveled, alright, it is perfectly leveled, but when you move the leg, okay, for centering, and you are able to achieve, say suppose the centering, but the leveling will go out. If you see over here, let me just zoom in, the leveling has gone out. Okay, so this is going to happen. So when you have centered this equipment, say suppose, okay, your leveling will go out, and when you have leveled your equipment, your centering will go out. So what is supposed to be done is that you need to put in multiple sets of centering and leveling till the time you are able to achieve both centering and leveling of your equipment. Alright, now after your centering and leveling of your equipment has been done over the station mark, so then thereafter what you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to eliminate the parallax effect. So what is parallax effect? It is a condition. Now it is a condition occurring when the image formed by your objective lens is not in the plane of the crosshair. It means you will be able to see your image, but the image will not be in the phase of the crosshair. So for that what you have to do is you just need to keep a piece of white paper in front of your objective lens, and then you need to like move the screw that is over to your eyepiece in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. You see the eyepiece will move inward or outward. See, it is moving outward, and then when you move it the other direction, it is moving inward. So this thing is supposed to be done till the point when your crosshair, it is appearing extremely dark when you are seeing through the eyepiece. So when it is appearing extremely dark, what you have done is you have been successful in achieving the image that is being formed by the objective lens into the plane of your crosshair. So these are the three things that are supposed to be done for the temporary adjustment of your particular equipment, that is your transit vernier theodolite. The first thing that is supposed to be done is centering, leveling. Okay, so these two things will go side by side. So centering and leveling, you need to put in repeated sets of centering and leveling till the time they both are in one queue. your equipment is centered also, your equipment is leveled also over and above your station point. And thereafter the last thing that needs to be done is you need to remove the parallax effect, and then thereafter you are ready to go for the measurement of the readings. So thank you students for seeing this video. We'll meet you in the next video.